Ascribe CX Inspector with Theme Extractor and Generative AI technology allows us to analyze textual responses and get instant insights. Here we analyzed 1,577 comments. These were ice cream shop customer reviews, and we can see the top 10 themes that were extracted from the data. We see that 250 of the comments contained information about friendly, helpful staff. To get more information on that, we can drill down into that and see the responses. The part in blue is the part that's talking about the friendly, helpful staff. These can be exported or downloaded for further analysis. You can also, when you drill down, you can also see the closed ends. So the metadata, any other data that you pull in, it's going to tell us that 19% of these responses visited the establishment in 2021, 11% in 2022, 10% in 2020. You can also see which establishments were being talked about most often as it pertains to friendly, helpful staff. Close that up. Some of the other default visuals, we do see a top line report with sentiment netting, so we can see the top positive codes, neutral codes, negative codes. Those are all accessible through drill down as well. And then we see crosstabs through that same metadata that we were seeing on our closed ends. We can see the years as a banner, the shop name as a banner, and the star rating as a banner. Each of these visualizations are customizable, so each has their own options. So here, if we wanted to see sentiment rather than count, we could see sentiment rather than count. If we wanted to take the sentiment nets off and just see the top 5 codes, we could do so. So each of these are customizable. We can download charts, so an image, or Excel representation of the data that is creating the visualization. So we can download to Excel or download as a visual. Some of the things, other things that we could do here, we can actually filter. So let's say I'm only interested in my 2022 data. So I could say, okay, and now I'm going to just see a representation of the 2022 data. 2022 data that's negative, I can hit okay. And now I've got a negative report of all of the 2022 comments. So I can see what's going on just in the negative realm for my 2022 comments. I'm going to go ahead and remove those filters. I can do that pretty easily just by clicking on the filter here and bringing it back to all of my visuals. Options. Let's look at the chart options next. You can change the visuals that you see. Let's say we want some more sentiment visualization, so we can actually create a pie chart or just a positive negative report or even a sentiment crosstab. And we'll go ahead and add a word cloud so we can take a look at that. And instead of the closed end crosstabs, let's do a closed end bar chart and hit OK. All right, so now we've got, again, we still have our top 10 bar chart and our netted, sentiment netted top codes, but now we do also have a pie chart. Again, each one of these are interactive. We can drill into it to see, well, what are people saying that's negative? So we can see that the pieces that are negative there. We can see the top 10 positive codes, top 10 negative codes, and then the bar chart, the positive, negative, neutral banner across the top here, and an example of the word clouds. So this is a word cloud for delicious and excellent quality ice cream, interesting and unique flavors. So we can see chocolate there, caramel, so on and so forth, friendly staff. And then we have this fun little bar chart showing how the years stack up against each other for each of our codes. And then of course we see we can compare product names. Again, for this one, we might want to see percentages. There we are. So we're seeing, the percentage of people that said delicious and excellent quality ice cream or interesting, unique flavors, so on. Again, all of these are exportable individually, but we do have also the ability to create an HTML of the visualizations that can then be saved and shared, or the ability to export the results to Excel. Here we are. So in that Excel report, you've got just all of your codes here, And probably the most important here is the API data, where you've got your respondent ID, the variable that was analyzed, the segment that was extracted, the sentiment, and then the code that was applied. You do also get all of your closed-end data along with the original response in the API data. What I want to talk about today is that ability to edit. So this is straight out of the box, push the button, this is what the system comes up with. You do have the ability to come in and customize the results. So if you see something that you'd like to break out or something you'd like to remove, you can do that here. Probably most importantly is that ability to search by keyword. So let's say I want to search by keyword and bring up chocolate. And now delicious chocolate offerings, homemade chocolates for sale, so on and so forth. Maybe I want to put some of these things together. Delicious chocolate shakes, although I kind of like this broken out the way it is. But if we decided we wanted to put everything chocolate in one place, we could bring all of those in. We could combine all of these together and put them in positive reviews of chocolate and chocolate chips. So again, you can customize it, clean it up, condense the code book. After you've condensed it, you can save it to apply to your next data set. Any of the changes that you made will be represented in the visualization mode.